Boom! What is up, everybody? My name's Clint. Welcome back to The Perfect Bag. We're back for another one-take bag review, and today I've got something pretty interesting for you. It is from Adidas. Adidas, if you are from the United States. Adidas, if you are from Europe. This is the Prime Sling backpack. Interesting. That is a big sling. A big sling. A big sling. So let's dive in. You know what we do on this channel. We do one-take bag reviews. That means we're going to do a full walkthrough of the bag. One straight shot, one take. We're going to look at the inside. We're going to look at the outside. All the nooks and crannies at the end of that walkthrough. You get two things that I love about the bag. Two things, not so much. And then an overall recommendation. Who is this? The Adidas Prime Sling. Who is this the perfect bag for? All right, let's dive in. We're going to start on the exterior as always. And what do we have going on? We have some kind of camo. Some kind of navy camo? Is this, well, it's a fashion camo. I'm pretty sure that's not a real camo. But let's just call it dusk navy camo? I don't know. Anyway, I like it. I think it's a cool camo. I think it's a cool fashion camo. You have a lot of features going on. You have the Adidas logo at the bottom of the bag. You have one strip of MOLLE attachment points. You have a vertical zip front pocket, diagonally so not quite vertical, a diagonal zip front pocket. You have a strap on the back with a cell phone pouch on the strap. You have Duraflex buckle, strap keeper. You have something called a load spring, which appears to be just a strip of nylon that is kind of a, it's a load lifter. But it's not an adjustable load lifter. It's just a load lifter. Interesting thought. Interesting to add that in. Then you have a very thin handle at the top of this bag. All right. So, exterior-wise, that's about it. I should say that the material itself is, they call it a wipe clean material, but it does feel paper thin. Like super thin. It's just a nylon backpack material. It feels crisp but thin, like really, really thin. We're talking feeling cheap kind of territory, unfortunately. All right. So that's it with the exterior of the bag. You know what we're going to do now. Camera number 2 for the interior of the bag. Meet me there, everyone. All right, here we are in camera number 2 with the Adidas Prime Sling. Okay, so let's get into this thing. First things first, we do have these attachment points, which is interesting. So you can clip things onto the bag. You know, a carabiner probably would be the most useful way to do that. But I think do be aware that anything you clip on is going to fall over the entrance to the pocket. So would have been probably smart to put this zipper right here and then move this over here, so that the stuff you attach hangs below the zipper. But you can see the extra stitching. They have reinforced this panel that the attachment points are on. So yeah, interesting. All right, what's inside this pocket? We've got a gray material here, and then you got a tiny pocket here that I used for AirPods. I don't know if it was intended for AirPods or if that is just a way too big AirTag pocket. I don't know that I've ever seen a pocket like that before on a bag. If it is for AirPods, you know what? Kudos to you, Adidas, for, being with the times. If it is for AirTags, then boo, shame on you, because that's really way too big. So let's just assume positive intent. It's got a wallet in there as well. Let's just assume positive intent and say that that is a AirTag or an AirPods pocket, not a poorly made AirTag pocket. All right, that's your front pocket. Let's talk about the next pocket, which is the main compartment. And it's got this diagonal thing going on because it is a sling bag. Even though it looks like a backpack, it is a sling bag. And you've got a 3/4 zip going on, and it folds on the diagonal. Okay? And you can see wipe clean, wipeable material for easy spot cleaning with soap and water. They're very, very proud of this wipe clean. Good on you. Okay. You do have a key leash that is, I don't know what's going on with this key leash. It's in the main compartment instead of in the EDC pocket. So you got your quick access pocket up here with no key leash. And then you've got a key leash randomly sewn into the back of the main compartment that isn't even long enough to make it out of to where the zipper is. So what are you doing? Okay. Inside here, I've got my Bounce Design Labs sling that I use as a tech carrier. And then you can see down in here, got an umbrella as well. You could toss in some books. You could toss in a jacket. You got plenty of space in here, and you can kind of get a look at really how thin this material is. See my hand? I'm not sure if that shows up on video or not, honestly. Okay, but you've got the material. You got a pocket right here. I've just tossed in a flashlight and a Sharpie. So one pocket in here, an unusable key leash, and you know what? Quite a bit of space. So it is a very usable and useful main compartment on this bag. The next pocket is on the back. And again, 3/4 zip. We'll fold it over. Property of me. But I'm not keeping this bag. So property of the next person I sell it to. All right. And then you've got a laptop sleeve back here. And that laptop sleeve will fit up to a 16-inch laptop. So that is useful. And then you've got another just drop area back here for whatever you want. I tossed a tablet back there, but it is a pretty good size. So again, usable amount of space, like totally usable amount of space. On the back, you've got a cell phone pocket, which I don't use for cell phones, but I did toss my multi-tool in there, which will be useful to have. You could toss in a flashlight. Heck, you could toss in your AirPods back there as well. So I like that. Useful. A really good size too. The strap itself, you can see, is cushioned. And this is a close-up view at what they call their load spring, which is interesting. And you do have some stretch here in this material. So yeah. You know what? Probably the most interesting thing on this entire bag. All right, meet me back at camera number 1. Okay, so what have we learned? We've learned that this is an interesting sling, but maybe not a great sling. So let's talk about it. 2 things that I really like about the bag. Well, first off, there just aren't that many slings out there in this size. So this is about, I would say, a 16-liter sling bag. I'm not sure what they call it. That's what I'm calling it. And it is a sling that does carry up to a 16-inch laptop. And not in a tight, barely squeezed in kind of way. It works. It works for a laptop. And I got to give credit where credit is due. When I actually wear this sling, the strap is good. This load strap, they call it load spring, with this stretchy material and the stabilizer strap sewn in, it does its job. The risk with a sling this big is that you overload it and then you're like, good God, I wish I had bought a backpack because this is uncomfortable as heck. You don't have that with this sling. You just don't. It's good. It really is good. And when I say it's good, unfortunately, I don't mean the sling. I mean the strap and the distribution of weight when it's fully loaded. Okay, so I do like the strap. I do like the space. That counts as my two things. I don't have more than that. Because I got a lot that I don't like about this bag. The first thing I don't like about this bag is the paper thin material. It feels like you bought it at Target because at the last minute you needed to buy your kid a backpack. I don't know how durable it is. It just feels cheap, which is a bummer because I like the form factor a lot. And I like some of the pockets. So they're poorly executed, but I could see somebody taking this bag and just doing it better and me really enjoying that bag. This just ain't that bag though. Such a shame. So cheap materials, didn't love that. And then just the lack of organization and just the weird choices, like this weird kind of AirPod pocket in the front, the key leash in the very back of the sling. It's like they tried to make it a sling with these 3/4 zips and the diagonal cuts of everything. They actually tried to keep it as a sling, but that's not where this could have won. Where this could have won is if they made it just a one-strap backpack. Like, that's the selling point here. This carries as much as a small backpack, but with a fun form factor, that would be the selling point. The strap is good. It really is. Even the cell phone pocket is nice. Yeah. Okay. So, I like the form factor. I like the size. I hate the materials. I hate the weird organization going on in the bag. I do like the blue camo. So overall, I'm confused about this bag. If this bag cost $35, I'd be like, heh, cool bag. But it costs $60. And so I can't really say cool bag because you should get more for $60, I think, than this bag. If you get it on clearance, though, good on you. At clearance, $35, $39, decent. But I think you're going to have durability issues. So, who is this the perfect bag for? A kid? Yeah, probably just a kid. I can't recommend it. I'm sorry. I wish I could. I bought it with the intent of recommending it because the form factor was so cool and the strap was so cool. I just don't think it's quality. So that's it, unfortunately, for this review. Everybody, I hope you did enjoy seeing this bag. I enjoyed trying this bag and testing it. And Adidas team, good on you for the load spring and good on you for the good strap and for braving this kind of large backpack, large sling, small backpack kind of territory and jumping right into it. It, at the very least, was interesting to see, but not a keeper for me and not a purchase I'd recommend for you. All right, everybody. Thank you so much, as always, for joining me on The Perfect Bag and all the support you give to the channel. And we will, of course, see you next time. Bye for now.